And how do you want to start? Both of us revealing at the same time?
We're recording. Yeah, we can. What do you guys think? One at a time? Alternate or what?
Because
Three.
they can focus on one at a time better than just.
Yes, and we can actually bring up, in your view, you can bring up speaker view. So whoever is showing at the time, like if Carol goes first, we can click on view and change it to just her view. She's the only one speaking.
Okay.
And that way we can see her a little bit bigger. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay,
it does.
so what do I do?
You don't do anything except show and tell. You
Okay,
just
I'm
hold-
showing and I'm telling, but I see you.
Yep. Well, you will because you're the speaker, but we're each gonna change to speaker view. And then when you start talking, which I have you at full screen now, and
Oh, okay.
Abigail and Jean and Jeanette are little bitty screens.
Got you. Okay.
That way we can get a really
No,
full on.
I'm going to look at yours.
Okay, here we go. I have smudged my book. I told her to be good. She was having a tough night. And I'm actually going to save my strings too, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need them for something.
Perfect for grunge, right?
This is pretty much grungy. No kidding. I did a really good job. Let me know at any point if you can't see.
Yep. You're doing great.
Love those flowery jammy bottoms.
Ah, my little Ruse. I love these pants.
Okay. This is a metal piece. Let's see what happens. Come on. Oh, pretty. Oh, it's going to be pretty. Oh, can you see it?
Yes,
I'll do a couple of pages and then. Oh, look.
you actually could be a little too close.
All
with
right.
your camera, zoom
We'll
out a
go
little bit.
back just a bit. That better?
That's wonderful.
Okay.
And a little, and scooch it up towards it. There you go.
Oh, yay. Thank you, Violet. Okay, this is wet ones.
There's a ship locked in ice.
Look at this one.
Somewhere she picks up a Russian word,
Here
Polina.
comes Jeanette. We've got her audio and she's taking over the screen.
Okay.
Let's take a pause.
Hi, Jeanette.
We see Jeanette, no video. Her radio or something is,
Inability for itself. Its disinterest in human goings on. Unfriendliness is another form of camouflage.
Oh,
Why is such a scintillating spirit trying to?
Jeanette, are you there?
At this point in the novel, Marion has fled an extreme happy relationship.
whoever speaks at the moment, that's who's, Abigail's
Okay.
chuckling, I can see it. Whoever
I
speaks at the moment has dominance over the
Okay.
screen sharing.
I muted her just for a minute on my end.
Okay, sounds good.
And then, okay, so this one is really cool.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And these are wet ones. Okay, I'll do one more page. Oh, yummy. Look at this. Oh, cool. I stuck papers of every kind. Oh, look.
Oh, wow. Oh, ink blots, look at that.
Oh, look how pretty. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, your turn, Jean.
Okay. So I did a lot of metal. I was hoping for it to rust more, but it obviously didn't. So I think I'm going to throw in a bucket and allow it to rust a little longer. Some of this change is the change that I posted that I don't know what happened, but got corroded. So I thought it might leave some nice marks on the doily. The doily is actually one that my grandmother crocheted years ago. She was a big crocheter. I have at least 50 or 60 doilies. So I figured since I don't put them all out in my house, I would try to use them and incorporate them in some of my art. Let me just get all this change off. This is a coffee filter. I tried to lay the butterfly on, but I still think it got pretty cool effect.
Oh,
It's still a
yeah.
little
I
damp.
like it.
I'm gonna just put that on my drying rack. I made sure I cleared that off for today because I had a lot
Sorry.
would be, that's okay. I had a feeling a lot of this would wind up being still wet and need to dry.
The way to rust that up really well is to go to a hardware store and buy muriatic acid.
Okay,
And
I have citric acid, I know.
I
yeah,
tell you what, I've got rust forming, sitting in a bowl on the counter with a doily I made on it, and all I used was vinegar and hydrogen peroxide.
oh,
Okay, we'll
yeah,
give that a try.
And just leave it, the longer you leave it soak fully in the liquid, the better. Not just sprayed, but soaking, the better. And mine is just, it's just growing brown and rusty. It's beautiful.
oh,
But
great.
just 3 parts hydrogen peroxide, 1 part vinegar, and throw in a dash of salt for flavor.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
continue
all.
here.
It's safer than the acid.
Yeah, I use the acid on my rocks to clean my rocks.
Yeah.
I've got allergies so bad. Oh my gosh.
And you can, actually, I have mine in a plastic dish. You could put it in a 5-gallon bucket or anything like that. But I would suggest not put a lid on it because it does heat up.
Okay, we'll give it a try.
And what is
Yeah.
that? It's peroxide and what?
3 parts peroxide to 1 part vinegar and a dash of salt for flavor.
Wait a minute. Peroxide, 3 parts peroxide, 1 part water.
Vinegar.
Vinegar
And a dash-
and dash of salt to set it. Okay. Okay, that's rusting. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I've lost
Yeah.
Jean. Okay, Jean.
Okay, I'm here. I just wanted to wait till you guys got done talking. Here is a cross. I actually got a garage sale once and I just put it to the side. And when I was rummaging through all the vintage things I had, I thought this would look really cool if I could get it to rust up and maybe use it in a steampunk or a grunge journal, maybe as a front cover.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I sort of was tricky on how I did this so it would be easier to unwrap.
That doily is beautiful.
Isn't it? I make those. They're so pretty.
Still wet, so I can just imagine the color that's going to come out once
Oh,
it's
it's gonna
dry.
be pretty.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Quan Waters.
Oh, there's Jeanette.
Okay.
I see music making as an adventure, as a
Jeanette, your radio is on.
What this is, man. What this is.
Oh, I had to mute him.
You're going to mute it?
I'm sorry, Jeanette.
Okay. So now this piece is actually a napkin that my mother made. And I don't even know where the rest of them are. So I decided to take and use this also. And you can
Oh,
see that
look at that yummy stuff.
she actually used like a gold pen around the whole edge of it. So I'm
Oh,
hoping once it dries up, I'm hoping they'll be actually able to see the doily that my grandmother crocheted and it's sort of be a piece that's incorporated, my mom and my grandmother.
So
Oh,
how
that-
are you going to paint on that? Or
I
Are-
think I think what I was going to do is use it to cover a journal cover and
Okay.
maybe just in certain areas put a little painting. I do have fabric paint, so I could even use that. And I also have what they call fabric medium that I can mix with acrylic paints and also do a design.
Oh,
I
I'm
might
making
even-
a list. Fabric.
And if you're not going to use it to wear and throw it in the laundry now and then, you could simply add some water, some distilled water to your acrylic paints and paint with that. You don't need the fabric medium
Oh,
Unless, you know, if you use that to set it, so like you're gonna wear it and then you're gonna wash it, and then you're gonna wear it and then you're gonna wash it. The fabric medium will let it set. But if you're not gonna use it in that way, then just add a little bit of distilled water to your acrylic paints to water it down and make it more flowable on your fabric.
I got you.
then
Actually,
the other thing, we should be able to Mod Podge, just like we
Yes.
were making homemade paper.
Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yep.
okay.
I actually had this from a while back, so that's why I thought I would wind up using it maybe.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
also sometimes it softens up because I was wondering how well this would take to just acrylic paint since it's been sort of distressed already. So that's why I was thinking about using that to soften the paint up.
yeah. Let us
Okay.
know how that works.
I will definitely. Okay, so now we got some more little bits and bobs that I put in between the pages. I'm hoping once it dries, you'll be able to see the marks from it. This was actually a old studio envelope from some pictures of my family. So I decided that might be the nice thing. Once it dries up, I can actually use it. If you could see, it has a pocket and you can actually see some of the different marks coming up. And I'll definitely post some pictures of it, everything
Oh,
once it's
cool.
dry.
Very cool.
Okay, just bear with me for a moment. Then I did some deli paper with stamps on it.
What's jelly paper?
Jelly.
Oh, jelly paper. Oh, Lord
Yes.
have mercy. It's kind of early.
And you could see that the coffee and the rust sort of went through. So that should be another thing that looks really cool once it's all dry up. Alrighty. This is, this,
Ledger paper.
yes, ledger paper. Okay, so there's some rust and there's actually some
Mm,
nuts and stuff. I tried to stick things in between the pages to see how they would rust up on it. And there's a paper clip here, which I'm not about to take off yet until it dries up fully. Okay,
cool.
let's see what else.
Yeah, you may not be able to slip that, even if it dries, you may not be able to slip that paper clip off. You'll have to bend it out to,
Yes, that's what I
see
sort of thought.
yeah.
Okay, so here's some more things that I will try to further rust up. Here is a paper doily.
Ooh, I never thought of that. I should have done that.
It actually looks, which is weird because the cross was so far up, but it looks like it's actually got a pattern of the cross a bit here.
Doesn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I
Can you
like
see
that.
Well,
This is like a grown tree in there, like the.
oh,
different
very
things,
nice.
The
Can you hear Abigail speaking?
Yes.
She said she
Okay.
saw a tree.
Yes, she sees a tree. I love the way this child sees
Cool.
things. Okay, do you want to take over for a little bit? do you
Okay, we'll see. We'll see what I've got next. Oh, here's the, I don't know if I can get, oh, yes,
Bobby
I can.
pins.
Yeah, they're actually, no, they're those,
Wonderful idea.
I can't get it off, so I'm not gonna try because it's wet. It's not bobby pins, it's those pins you put in a hole, like when you hook
Oh,
a trailer
cotter
up.
pins.
I'm not-
Cotter pins, they're called, I think.
Yeah, they were in the shop, so they're
Yep.
shop stuff. I don't know shop. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Now you're making me want to do one in ink.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man, those are
Food
pretty.
dye coloring.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that too. And here's oh, more wet wipes. Oh, look, peace signs.
Oh, beautiful.
Let's see, past that.
I want to see also, not to interrupt here the flow, but I want to see also the vinegar dyeing with the leaves and the plant growth that was dug up.
Oh, yeah, with this I used vinegar, half and half vinegar, water. Oh, wow, look at this.
And then you just soak the oh,
And I
look at
just
that.
poured it to the pages. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
A couple more. Look at that coffee filter.
Because I have a yard full of dandelions and it's like,
Oh yeah, some of the pages I folded just to see what effect I would get with that. Oh, those are pretty pages.
I like those.
They are
Okay.
good.
It soaks through really good because I tightened it
Mhm.
right up.
Yeah,
All right, I will quit. There's another really pretty.
I like
coffee
that
filter.
coffee filter. Ooh,
That's
I like
beautiful.
that one.
Okay, you go ahead now.
Okay, let's see what we got here now. I forget everything I put in this book. Okay. Oh, this is actually a duplicate picture of my grandmother on her wedding day.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, yes.
Okay, let's see. This is a coffee filter, which then I took and put flowers down on it. And you can see a
Shows
little,
a little
bit.
bit.
Yeah,
Little bits.
I'm wondering what it'll look like once it dries up.
Yeah.
Almost like the deli paper. And then this was actually a piece of Abby's school book, the notebook for her music class.
I was gonna say
That-
that's music paper.
Yes, that I took and I put the smushed the flowers against too. I'm gonna actually leave them there to
They look
dry.
like birds.
Yes,
They
don't
do.
they?
They look like birds. They look like forsythia, but they look like birds on the
Yes,
the
that's-
telephone line.
That's what they are.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
very cool idea.
that is. I might,
It looked like a little bit like starfish to me.
and Abigail said it looks like starfish to
It
her.
does. Looks like
I think
banana
I-
peel to me.
Maybe I won't take it off. Maybe we'll Mod Podge it right there like this, right? Okay.
Okay, I got a message saying,
It was upgraded.
oh,
To-
okay.
Because usually Zoom is, if you use it, it's limited to 40 minutes if you use the free version, but it says the host upgraded to a longer time. No
Okay.
big deal.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Just
so I'm like, Mom, and I'm like, one thing.
Just
Okay,
give
so
me a second. I'll be right back.
Sure. I'm gonna actually take some of this and lay it out. Wow.
She's the floor.
And I'm really surprised that you used, Jean, that you used a metal cookie sheet to hold all this because it would rust the sheet too.
Well, it's actually an old cookie sheet that was ruined. So I use it for messy projects. That's why.
So when you get down to the very bottom, if it did any rusting, it'll be on that very bottom. It'll come through from the cookie sheet.
I got you. Don't see anything yet, but it might be. Do you want it? You can. You want to do it now or you want to do it when Carol comes back? Okay. All right. Let me take and put this change here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this lace doily somewhere.
Okay.
Waiting for Carol to come back. I'll
back.
show you.
I'm back.
Oh, Okay, she's back. Never mind.
Okay,
But
so
yeah,
I also used a leaf. And I think this is an envelope. Is that what it was? Oh, yes, this is one of the envelopes that I actually got from
cool.
from an AT swap. So I thought I would use that. So I could junk journal with it.
I could hear you.
Um,
That's
I guess my headphones are working. Huh?
Okay. This is another doily that actually, if you
Darn, I
look
wish they would-
really close, you can
see it.
actually see the print
I can
from
s-
the other envelope that came on it. Can you see that?
Yes.
Do I have
Down,
it? There we go.
you go.
Okay, let's see. More
See where
leaf.
that piece of lace is sticking out of your cookie sheet?
Yes.
That's almost dead center right over that. If you put things right over that, we can see very well.
Oh,
There.
right here, right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So we got two more envelopes that were from AT Swaps. actually from this group.
Yep.
Okay. And then I had this like velour green. Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, cool.
I was hoping that would happen. So-
Cut up a little bit. You can use it in your what's it called? In your journal as like seaweed for oceans.
Oh, very good. Yes, seaweed. That's excellent.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Look at that.
That really bled through.
Yeah.
It did.
Good.
Well,
So
now
much-
you can, now you know you can use that type of ribbon to wrap something to leave a stain on
Yeah.
Exactly. I think I'm running outside and doing that to my weather journal.
it.
So I have some buttons here from childhood, like from my mom and from my grandmother. A cog that I found in our laundry room / tools.
Good.
These
Good.
keys were actually from my jewelry days. I have tons of beads and findings and stuff like that. So I thought,
Called the Bead Princess.
yes, I was one point called the Bead Princess.
And she used to sell like her own jewelry.
Yes, I used to
Yeah.
sell some of my own jewelry before Abigail was born. This is actually a bounce sheet.
Oh, right. Oh, cool. That'll look cool.
Would you like to take over for a bit? Jeanette?
Okay, let me just do a
Alright.
couple of pages. Actually, I'd like to see Violet's Tree of Lives.
Okay.
Oh, my tree of,
And Abigail wants to show you some of the solar circles she was working on.
Okay, awesome. Let's do that for a minute.
it being Mother's Day this month, this being May, I made 3 more.
Oh, they're
But
just
This
beautiful.
is the Tree of Life button,
Oh,
but
that
down
is
below
beautiful.
you'll see one that is basically the fuchsia
Oh, wow.
gee, that's beautiful.
flowers, and then the other is a bouquet of flowers in honor of Mother's Day.
Isn't that beautiful?
And just a sneak peek, this one you see is red and white,
Yes.
and I'm going to put some blue on there in honor
Oh,
of
yeah.
Memorial Day is coming up in the US soon.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Okay, we're done. I want to see your paper.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Do you,
Abigail.
Abigail, you want to show yours?
Oh, sure. How many should I show?
Why don't you come sit in my seat? We have her mic and stuff turned down because of the feedback. She sits right next to me. In the
Exactly, right.
All of them? Yeah, you can show. Oh, can I take off this?
You're good.
Thank you. Okay, so I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, thank you.
We
remember-
can see.
Violet says, as long as you put your hand right where that lace
Yeah,
is.
she's
Yeah.
got, we can see her perfectly. Really
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, so this is my first one. It's a little red bird and
Aw,
Yep, a cardinal. I like that one.
isn't that cute?
right here.
Yep, that's good.
And then the second one I have is a girl smelling some lavender.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
good job.
No kidding.
The third one I have is like a mermaid sitting on a beach.
What a
The
great
crown. Does she have a
job.
crown? What's that on her head? A crown?
Yeah, it's like a seaweed crown.
Oh, I like that.
Cool.
Then the fourth one I have is like a person reaching out for love.
Oh, that's
Beautiful.
awesome, Abigail.
Then the fifth one I have, no, yeah, the
Oh,
fifth one
hummingbird.
is a hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
That is darling.
Well, you had me at cardinal. You just impressed me further.
Yeah.
So then the next one I have is a girl like amongst flowers.
Yes, she's hiding
Ah.
behind all the roses and flowers.
Beautiful.
My
Then
goodness.
this one turned out a little wonky, but it's supposed to be a rainbow version of a tiger.
Oh, wow. Gee, those are really cute, Abigail.
What a precious
Thank-
spirit you have.
That's right.
Then the last one I'm working on making the bee a little bit more like visible, but it's actually a bee sitting on a flower getting some nectar
You
on a
are
rope.
an awesome creative kid.
Yep, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you drew all those, right?
She
St-
stamped
stamped it.
Andrews and colored some of it.
Yep.
Can I
Yeah.
show the last
Awesome job.
If you've ever seen the decorated napkins, you could have used any decorated napkins, Mod Podged them on the coin too.
Yes.
I'm loving yours. I just love those. I joined the group after these were begun, after this challenge or whatever it is was started. So I'm not quite clear on what they are, what they're made of and whatever.
Well, that was the whole idea, was I wanted it to be that you could make it out of whatever you wanted to. So some people did like wood, some people did cardboard. Abigail's is actually made out of the wax paper
Oh, homemade paper.
Podge thing. Yes. Remember what we were playing around with? She made that, and then we punched the holes. And the whole
Okay.
idea was, Violet, was that we would swap them, and you would have a keychain with you. So when you were having like a hard day, you could look down and be reminded that the group was there. You had a friend that's by your side, someone to inspire you. And
Awesome.
some people made
two,
two.
which was for so if you saw someone else having a bad day, you could give them the keychain. Which,
So like a pay it forward.
so these are actually the ones that I'm gonna later on cut. Like I'm thinking about putting like more positive messages on these
Awesome.
for like so like when the pay it forward. And actually, if like you were curious of what is on the back, I don't know if they could see like
There
with
you
the
go.
gold and like
Oh,
you see like that
yes.
print. I
Yes.
actually took. I actually
To the
took.
left. Yep, there you go.
I
There you
actually
go.
took Tool and Mod Podged it down to the like the
Gee.
like the wax.
So it has texture.
Yes.
Mhm.
Very cool,
Very
very
cool.
creative.
Oh, she's always thinking outside the box. She's my extra muse. She pushes me further.
Wow.
And then this is what you actually see if you like looked at the back of it.
Yes, that's the lovely thing about the wax paper. It's like two
Yes.
sides.
Mine are clay and wood. That's why it cost me so much to send, because one is really, really thick, the one wood, and it's got a big, like, hardware piece of keychain thing.
Very creative, Abigail, very creative.
Yeah, that's really awesome, honey.
Okay,
Okay,
who's up?
you are, I think.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we have another coffee filter with some leaves that I'm letting dry on there. And then these.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
wow.
This is actually the wax paper that I made. And then
Oh,
I
right.
used the wax paper to do die cuts. So I had this and I was like, well, it could be like a stencil. So I actually stuck it in here wondering, is it going to come apart?
Oh, you need to lay all this out in the sun to dry.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
This is going to dry. And this actually is a old telephone book page from my grandmother's.
Oh, for
telephone book
heaven's
page.
sakes.
Wow.
How cool is
Okay.
that?
Let's see. Boy, my neighbor's going to think I lost it now. I'm going to have
Yeah.
papers all over this. God. This doesn't look like it did much. It's a like wired mesh kind of ribbon that I was hoping maybe would die.
Or
I now know
rust, yeah.
On. Yeah, exactly.
Use
So
the
we-
cinnamon, use that cinnamon trick.
Exactly.
Yes.
Put
Yep.
that in there.
Good
Here's
idea.
Here's another ribbon. But if you look closely on this ribbon, it's kind of cool. I was helping Abigail with her math homework, and I was jotting all numbers down on pieces of paper to figure. I'm more visual person. I have to write everything out to figure out how to do the problem type of thing.
Yes.
So I was about to chuck the paper out, and I was like, well, you know what? Could use that for journaling. So I
Darn right.
used it here. And if I don't know if you can see really, but if you look real close on this ribbon, you actually could see that my numbers
see
got
it.
imprinted.
Oh,
Isn't
for
that
heaven's sakes. Cool.
Oh, yes. God bless you. Okay, so we got some more buttons here
COVID,
and we
that's what
got
we say.
lots of, well, and for my husband's culture, because he's Lebanese, they usually say Saha,
Ah,
meaning God
Oh,
bless you.
Saha. Oh, I like that, Saha.
Yeah,
He sneezes a lot and he sneezes very loudly, and now I can just yell at him, Saha.
sounds like shut up.
but what's kind of funny was when I was working, I was so used to saying Saha. I'd be in work and somebody sneezed and I go Saha, and they look at me like I had three heads. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, God bless you.
Yeah,
What language is that?
So
Lebanese.
this is another this piece of paper with all the numbers. There's
oh,
some
that is so
rust
great.
and there's some green that must have leaked through from
Yeah.
the other ribbon. I tell you something, I think before I put this outside though, I think I'm gonna take and spray some lavender on there.
Oh,
Because
great idea.
I don't know about yours, but mine doesn't have the best smell right now.
Well, I won't be able to smell because my nose is.
My nose is stuffed too, but I can
Ah.
smell it. It's kind of,
That's why I like the vinegar rust mix, because I don't mind the smell of vinegar and
Yeah.
vinegar, like,
yeah. Okay, so this was another page that I was helping Abigail with her homework. So I
that
guess
is delicate.
this is
Yeah.
gonna wind up being like a memory journal. And
Right.
here's some Brad's. I deliberately stuck these in here because I was hoping they rust up a little more, because I figured that when I do the journal, it would be nice to make it into, yes, and Abby's even said, I like to do the paper dolls, so I thought I could do even a paper doll in here.
Oh, right.
It almost looks like you laid a chain, a necklace
Yes.
chain down in that paper with all that
Yeah.
design on there.
This is, remember the roadmap journal?
Yes.
Roadmap I was looking for? This is some of the pages. And
Oh,
the print that from the ink actually came over on here. What I also find is amazing is the pen that I used for the her homework was actually black, but it came through as blue.
blue, yeah.
Yeah. I did.
Interesting.
I'll have to show you guys how you get prints using ballpoint pen.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
That
I've
does
got
work.
a YouTube of that. That's a great idea. I never did that on mine. Should
So
have.
here's another page of the roadmap.
Oh, right.
Here's a doily that looks like it pretty much survived. Nothing really happened to it. It's
Wow.
a little wet, but it's still the same color. It's a couple
Wow.
of Brads. Oops. And then I didn't have duplicates of my family photos of these. So I took and I actually made copies of them. And this is my grandmother's
Oh, wow.
father and her family.
Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, what a.
And the ink didn't
Awesome.
bleed too much, did it? The printer
No,
ink.
it didn't. I was shocked. But what I did do was I did
Oh, is that?
stick,
Ooh.
I stuck, what do you call it? Between it, jelly paper.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
This is like Mod Podge jelly paper. I'm not gonna try to keep.
Sparkles.
Right.
But
It's
this
very
is-
delicate there. It's very, oh, wow.
Yes. And this is also more of my grandmother and her family. That's
Oh,
my Uncle
isn't that
Jackie.
cool?
Okay.
That is such a cool idea.
And if you look really close, which is really cool, is the deli paper had sparkles on it.
Yes, I see that.
It's coming through on the pictures, which I think is just magnificent.
Very cool.
I'll tell you, this isn't really my style of journaling or doing art.
Yeah.
I was always the one that thought everything should be pristine, nothing get wet, nothing get dirty.
Yeah.
And doing this made me realize how much I was missing because I wasn't getting out of my comfort zone.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you have to. You really have
Yeah.
to find out if it's something you want to do again or not. Do it at least once. Just try.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
here's some more family photos. I'm gonna, at the family photos, I'll stop And then I'll let you go, Carol.
No problem.
This is just prep work.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh.
That's my,
I can see all sorts of things happening.
yes, right?
Yeah,
And there's all deli paper on the back, but it's like a grunge jelly paper for these.
perfect.
Yes.
Mm. Remind me to show you a sneak peek of June.
Okay. And this is my mom's family and my my grandmother from that side, my maternal grandmother, I guess you would say.
Boy, that's a great idea.
What I loved about all these photos was I sat here and picked them out, not so much because there were certain family members, but the different cars and the house
Yes.
and the
Yes.
clothing. I love to see that different eras being shown that way.
And wait till
Yeah.
those dry and see how dark or how
Yes.
dark the imprint comes out.
Yes. Now this is another cousin, I think, that was receiving communion. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
isn't
you
that
go.
pretty?
And then this is actually my dad when he was younger.
Oh, that's
Reminds me of a
perfect.
real smart aleck there.
Yeah, you can see he's trouble.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
My daughter, Abigail, said he looks like the guy from Home Alone,
Oh,
Macaulay
he-
Culkin. Okay, do you want to take over? I'm going to sort of shift these pages around to dry.
Okay. All right. So
And
am
I
I
just-
still on camera, right?
Yes, you are.
That's coffee filter.
Yeah, I love that. That's gorgeous.
I'm so glad I did the rust and, oh, look at this
And
one.
the coloring.
Look at this one. Oh my
My
goodness.
goodness, that one's really full of it.
And
Oh, I
that
like
was just an old paper that I cleaned my stamps off on.
Looks like a beehive, a very
Yes,
Speak up, Sushi.
Carol,
yes.
I just realized your nails, they look adorable. With the-
But you know what? When I grind them down when I'm at the rock shop, I have to get them
Yes.
redone. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, look at this one. It's peeling, which makes it even better.
yummy. Yummy, yummy.
I'll just do a couple more here. Oh, there's some more of that background paper. It's gonna peel too, but that's perfect. Oh my gosh, my corners. Let me just skip. Oh, hey, that's a
Oh,
pretty
look
one.
at that.
That's gorgeous.
Gosh, that's pretty. Yeah, I thought I would do a lot of ink. I do have some rust pages in here somewhere.
I did the ink in my weather journal,
Yeah.
the one that's sitting outside now. So I would love to see how that's going to wind up working.
Oh, I'm not doing that, not taking that. Oh, this is a piece of, oh, here comes the rust. Oh my goodness sakes, look at that piece of, it's kind of a polyester. Look how that turned out. Here's
Oh,
my,
that's beautiful.
and then I have a little bundle in here. A baby bundle.
A baby bundle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fabulous idea.
Oh, look at that. Can you see that?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Here's another baby bundle. And then it,
I have a crabapple tree that is in full bloom right now, and someone suggested, oh, the pretty papers, it would die. I never even thought of that.
oh, right.
So I'm gonna go raid that tree for petals and
Oh, you
press-
got to share.
yeah, oh, I'll share for sure. I'll share.
Looks like that's far enough for me right now, and we'll
Okay,
finish off in
so-
a minute.
let's see. Just when it got sort of safe to try go out a little bit in the summertime, me and Abigail went to this used book store, and they had old atlas that was falling apart for like 50 cents. So I grabbed it,
Cool.
and this is one of the pages up, and we got a coffee filter in the back. That didn't seem to do too much. And here's another small doily from my
Oh,
grandmother.
that's too bad it didn't show through on those.
Yeah, I may take some of this, and because someone's sort of pushing me with the ink a little bit, we may try some of the ink on this. So that will go on the ink side. Then I started doing some smaller pages here. Well, that didn't really take much. From my jewelry days, I found this, which is pretty neat because you can open it up
Oh, I like it.
and put something in it. So I was trying to rust that up and actually get that to show here. Doesn't look like it, but we will try the peroxide
formula.
vinegar. Yes, that formula. Thank you, Abigail, for giving me the right words.
Instead of you saying there for 5 hours, just saying random words.
There's just not much happening here, but maybe once it dries, it will darken up. I do see some imprints from the different things I put on. This is a piece of craft foam that I used to die cut. So I was also
Cool.
trying to.
Well, you can see some marks from it.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can see some marks from it. Let's see if it showed up here. I was trying to use them almost like stencils from that video that we were watching.
Yes.
The girl had the word Oregon, and I thought that was so cool. But I'll be honest, I was just too lazy to do more die cuts, so I just
Yeah.
grabbed these to do.
Oh, that looks really cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's
I like that one. Yeah.
this is actually the wax paper that I die cutted. I don't
Wow.
know even know is that a word, die cutted? That doesn't sound right, but
Die cut, whatever.
It's a mixed media, and so if,
okay.
if we made that word, then we'll make this one.
Okay. Here's a yellow ribbon that didn't have much, but I had an idea. Was it Margaret? Yes, Margaret sent us some ribbon that looked like music notes.
Actually, I have music note
cool.
ribbon right here. Here you go.
See this?
Oh, isn't that cool?
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
The way she had it folded sparked the muse, and I was thinking if I took and I folded the ribbon something like this,
Oh,
I
envelopes.
can make it into little envelopes and maybe sew it or even,
Oh, cool.
yeah,
They
I
look
thought
like
that
little tea bags.
Yeah.
yep.
Actually funny because a lot of times I eat this candy called honeys when my throat's acting up, and my mom likes to save clear things like to make like little windows for her art.
Oh,
I'm like,
right.
here you go, and I give it to her.
Yeah, she's always giving me. Some of the yellow and the pink did show up here.
Yeah, it did.
We've got ribbon that didn't really look like much happened, so we will dye that. Here's another piece of fabric that didn't really much to happen to this, even though I drenched everything.
Yeah. Huh.
A flower that's drying on here, which we were going to
Oh,
leave.
that'll look cool.
And then just as
Mom,
What?
you got like a bird diving down.
yeah, I can make a bird down just as a had to
Oh,
make a joke out of this whole pandemic thing.
Yes.
We have the
oh, that's such a great idea.
Awesome.
It either looks like you stuff coffee in your mouth or
Like you-
or you
like-
might not want to know why I think the other
Like you forgot to remove the mask when you drank your coffee.
yeah, or she's thinking that you used it a little bit for TP.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have these couple of pages here.
now
which-
that would need to be on a DIY hack.
Yeah.
What to do when you're in the stores and don't have TP. Give to
Okay.
Amazon.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is all stuck together.
Sounds like you burned the side.
Yes, doesn't it? I love
Oh,
that.
cool.
I'm not going to
I
fully
think you
pull
have
it.
to do that. Start trying to burn paper a little bit.
Here's more. This is all
Oh,
the
those
wax
are beautiful.
paper. This was a piece of foam I die cutted. And so I figured I was just going to try and make it look like a frame over here.
Right.
Not much happened to the foam. I guess we know that's
Huh.
going to exist forever.
Yeah.
And here is the last page that you could see the frame.
Oh,
not
right.
yet.
You can.
Burn.
Yes, it looks like burned. And then a little doily, no, coffee filter,
Oh, yeah.
and then the ribbon.
Oh, I love the ribbon. That's my favorite.
Uh,
Oh,
it,
that's
like,
pretty.
Rusted in some of its pink.
Well, it was pink always, but it sort of rusted here, which I thought
That's
was
cool.
really cool
That's
looking.
great. Yeah.
You should make it a little tutu for your ballerinas.
Yes. Are you finished showing your journal?
Okay, I'll just show you. This is some of my rusted material.
Oh, very cool. I do.
And that's the cheesecloth. That's something, oh, tissue paper. Paper towel. Piece of vellum. Oh, that one's cool. And I think that's all I need to show you, but I've got some beautiful rusted papers.
Oh,
Yummy.
very nice.
That is. So, and I used just a linen pillowcase that I got from Value Village. And I've got my other ones hanging out in my arbor, but this turned out really, really cool. I didn't think that the polyester would pick up anything, and it did.
Very-
Is that inks on that polyester then?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
okay.
This one is all inks and a bunch of background papers that I had done. Oh, that turned out cool.
That is.
Yeah. I think I'm just about done here. Let's see it, the back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There I am. And I just tore it out of an old journal.
Oh, I love the face. Look at the face there.
There. Yep, that's it. But real quickly, I want to show you June.
Okay. I also have a little something to show you.
Oh, okay. Can you see this? Is this?
Yes.
Yep, you can zoom back a little bit more so you're not so close. We could get a better view.
Okay, how's that?
That's gorgeous.
So
That's
this is
gorgeous.
all
Yeah.
chain and a
Yep.
a scarf.
I've been
and
waiting to
then-
see this. I saw you put the scarf on. I've been waiting. to
Yes.
see. Oh, my goodness.
And this is how, oh, where am I? There I am. This is how June is gonna go. So that's one. I've got a couple done already. This is the interactive one. And one more.
Was
This is-
that a coffee filter?
Yes, it was
Wow.
on cardboard, and then I put Queen on there and some stuff.
Awesome.
And then this is the painting. I'm not finished on this yet. But this is more where I'm going in June. And since there's only a few of us, it's going to be boho.
Very cool. I just joined a group of boho to get some ideas.
Oh,
Works for me.
awesome. Okay, I'm done.
I think it's called Boho Mystic.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
I will,
I think I'm in a group called Boho Dreams.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. I have to check
Oh,
that one.
perfect. So that's gonna be for June.
Okay.
Boho Mystic
Boho Daydreams.
and
oh,
Boho Daydreams.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Awesome, because
really,
that'll
really-
be my theme for June.
I got just a couple of things to show you, which made me think of it when I seen your boho journal. I actually used stiff stuff on this doily, which was my grandmother's.
Oh.
And I was trying to like make it into a stencil. It worked somewhat, but when I seen your cover, I thought that would be fabulous for a cover.
Seriously.
Here is another one that I also
Oh,
used.
isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that
And what
pretty?
are your colors there? Inks or what?
These are acrylic paints, but I watered them down with distilled water and medium flow to make
Wow.
into sprays, which I didn't video it yesterday because my iPad kept dying. So I took pictures of each step and I'm going to put it together as a video. I tried to do it last night, but my eyes kept shutting and you don't want to even see the video. It was so confusing. So I'll try to do that today.
That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous right there.
That is.
And then this is the piece I'm currently working on. This is the wax paper
Oh,
I'm
right.
actually calling this the ode to somewhat normalcy because we all are trying to get to somewhat normalcy. And the Abigail said it reminds her a little bit of COVID, the way it's spread. And the
Oh, yeah.
reason why I'm saying that is it's like turn it over.
So anyway, these are like all different kinds of receipts, all different kinds of coupons, bills.
Hair dye that I use.
Oh, cool.
And then I started to layer it so you couldn't really see everything.
A
My
year
last-
in the life of the pandemic.
That's right.
Exactly. So the muse said, "Oh, you can't waste that excess hair dye that I was doing yesterday." So
Oh,
these
good.
pieces,
Oh,
these are
look
the
at that.
pieces. Look at that.
Perfect.
Mom,
And this is also the piece. And then this was the last piece, but it really didn't show up as dark. Maybe I watered it down too much. So what I did was then I started wrapping up again with rubber bands and chains and
Oh,
lockets.
that is really cool.
And
Boho.
Well,
ready
it almost looks like a cloth smudge
Yeah.
stick.
yes.
That's a
I'm
boho.
like this, like, please look good because
Okay.
I asked my mom, and I'm like, hey, that looks pretty cool. This thing, I'm like, do you have extra? Because I'm
Yeah.
into making doll clothing. So I'm like, do you have extra? Can I use some?
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're going to do the, if you guys want to stick around for the reveal, I could do the reveal right now. What do you
Sure.
think?
I'm not
It's still
kidding.
recording.
You are still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Here goes nothing. Okay. Alexa, drum roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, because she'll then start eavesdropping again.
Oh,
Me and
yeah, I know.
Me and Abigail, every time my husband goes away, we shut Alexa off because she sits there and she eavesdrops on
She
you.
does. She this. So yeah, so does
Like-
the one I have.
You'll ask her a question, she'll just give you a random answer that's not even like part of your question.
Yeah, she usually doesn't answer me or Abigail. Yet I think she has a
Oh.
crush on my husband because she answers him and says, have a good night, Elias.
Yeah.
And to me, I ask her who I am. She tells me I'm Abigail.
Oh,
It's like, okay. She's a jelly bean, I think. All righty, let's see. Well, that's rubber bands and strings. What was I thinking when I put
Mom,
this together?
I don't
Yes,
know, but it was beautiful.
Mom,
yes.
if she's jelly bean, that's pretty good because you that means you have something that's better than her.
Okay. Where the heck? I don't want to cut this because I definitely want to use this for art.
You could cut it and then see.
Nah. I'm sorry, the Virgo's coming out of me a little bit. Okay, here we go. There we go. We're getting there.
It almost looked like a doll at one point.